writing reflections, obviously it makes you more reflective and it makes you more understanding, and it helps you learn better what you've done, and it helped me understand what challenges I faced and what I learned from that activity, because normally I maybe wouldn't have given it so much thought, but because we were writing reflections, I could properly think back on what we had done, and how even looking at the evidence, looking back, it's much easier to remember that experience. So it just it makes it more impactful in a way, I think, having evidence and reflections.
So writing a reflection also keeps like a log of the things that you can always look back to when you want to know what all the activities that you've done. And also it makes you think more about the activity, which made me realize what I achieved through all of the different activities. For example, for one of the activities, I tutored introductory calculus to some of my friends who are in 10th grade right now. So I was just like, I'm teaching them calculus. But when I actually sat down to write a reflection on it, I realized that, I'm also revising for myself, because it is a very important topic. And the more I teach to the people, I can also revise on my own for my exams.
So I'll definitely remember that it's possible to do service with something that you like as well. Like, it does not have to be something that you don't enjoy. For example, like just going and building a home for someone. Of course, that's a very great thing to do, but not everybody enjoys it. There are other ways to contribute towards service, community service, and that I learned. So when I do service later on, maybe in university or maybe even in the professional world, I will now be able to find opportunities that not only benefit the community, but I also enjoy, and I'll be able to find them much easier. And CAS has provided a smooth transition towards that.
The exposure it gave me.
Okay.
Because though a lot of experiences were initiated by us, we had also a lot of initiations by y'all. So overall, there was a lot of exposure. Like our CAS trip also, it exposed us to like 3 different groups of people during the same trip. And we also met a lot of other people. So that exposure was also there. Then also the exposure to the way different people think. Like I feel like one of my most memorable CAS experiences was the one where I worked with a school over here to beautify the hostel, the girls' hostel, and teach them about hygiene and things. I feel like that one has been my most memorable CAS experience, because we really formed a bond with those girls. And I've never been a believer that you need to be able to speak the same language to communicate, but that really reinforced it. And a lot of other people around me also saw, like I saw quite a few of those girls also realize that just because we cannot hear you does not mean we can't talk to you. So I feel like that is definitely going to stay with me.
I think I would say the experiences, that not only just the experience that you've done, like, the people you met, like throughout the pen trip, we met a lot of different people and stuff. And I guess like learning new stuff from those experiences, gaining an open mind and everything. I think that's what I would miss the most.
Mostly we should focus on giving back to the community, in the sense we should have more visit to the orphanages. I personally love, those are my favorite part of CAS, going and visiting orphanages, spending time with those kids, helping them in any way possible, makes you a better person also, and makes those kids happy too. That one smile from them is just so heartwarming. And you just focusing on orphanages, or where we can complete the goals of right to education, literacy for all, maybe a food drive for them, so suppose we can give them food, something like that. So we conduct a food day. Instead of just asking for money, we could actually give trade in, and then with the money earned, we can buy them new clothes, not old clothes, new clothes, and gift it to the kids. So these are one of the improvements I would want of the CAS.
Okay. I feel like there isn't much that needs to be changed. I mean, the school initiated activities, the ones that the school had organized, I feel like they were quite enjoyable. I love cooking, and the school organized a cooking activity, so that was fun. I've never stitched before. The school organized a stitching activity. It's just the school thought of these little things that the students would normally not even bother to think about. You wouldn't watch a YouTube video on how to stitch just for the heck of it, because you don't feel the need to know how to stitch. But there might come a time when you actually do need to know, and that's when you'll remember, oh, I had done this school initiated CAS experience and they had taught me how to stitch. So I felt like that was a really good thing that the school did, is focusing on those little things that are actually can come in handy, that students may not think of. So I don't think there is much that needs to be changed. I liked how CAS was conducted in our school, and I felt like it was a pleasant experience.
I would take it, I would tell them ki don't take it for granted and don't do it for the sake of doing it. Because CAS is really fun to do, and if you do it just for the sake of it, you're not going to get any outputs, and you're not going to explore your personality and understand what you like and don't like. And as I said, this CAS allowed me to step out of my box. I think it can help the juniors to step out of their boxes.
I would say plan it out early. Don't do it as you go. Plan out your activities, plan out your experiences, plan out your projects in the start. Don't do it as you go, and do it in line with your interests, because that would even help you with the university applications, because they want to see you do stuff that you're into, not just for the sake of it. And it'll be easier for you to do it, easier for you to reflect on, because you actually want to do it. I think that would be my advice.
Making CAS more meaningful. I mean, it already is pretty
meaningful.
Yeah.
But you did not think so when you were in grade 11. So
because I just thought of it as more of a task. But if you actually look towards it, it's actually pretty interesting, and just take it with an open mind.